Hello and welcome to the Sundry Loops channel. You've probably wondered what someone is thinking or feeling, or what they were trying to convey. Only on the basis of their appearance, facial expressions, or actions? Perhaps you've seen too many episodes of Sherlock. You've made up your mind to train to be a detective yourself. No one can know what someone else is thinking since no one has the ability to do so. There are a few tips and tactics that might help you better understand the people around you, as well as what they truly intend to say. Tips on how to read almost anybody may be found in this video. First and foremost, have an open mind and an open heart. Learn to read people if you want to improve your social skills. Approaching strangers is a skill that must be developed through practice. An open mind is required. Hidden prejudices lurk inside each and every one of us, based on the memories and feelings of the present and interactions. When we form an opinion about someone too soon, we might end up making a mistake. We're more likely to misinterpret what other people are saying. Open yourself up to new experiences by practicing mindfulness while meeting new people. According to Judith Orloff, MD, in Psychology Today, there is a correlation between depression and anxiety. You must allow yourself to be dependent on other sources of knowledge in order to help you improve your reading skills. A person's nonverbal intuition clues are very essential. To do this, you must also be prepared to give up some of your control. The weight of any preconceived notions or negative feelings, such as unresolved grudges or personality conflicts, impede your ability to view the other person clearly. The most important thing is to be objective at all times, neutrally, and without any distortion of the information received. Open-mindedness is number 2. However, pay attention to your gut reactions. In spite of the fact that it's always a good idea to be open-minded, ignoring our instincts may not be the best course of action, and impressions are formed immediately. Why? It's possible that our initial impressions are more accurate than we realize. Study published in a journal suggests. Published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin in 2009. During the experiment, participants were shown a series of full-body photographs of 123 random people. They were considered in one of two ways: neutral facial expression and body posture, or maybe the strangers posed on their own initiative, expressively positioned. They were shocked to see these images spontaneously speaking to each other. Their opinions about them were right for 9 out of the 10 personality characteristics. When we compare ourselves to others, it might be easy to see how we could be better. Decide to act as their own best advocate. Fashion, photography, and posing are all ways to express oneself creatively. We may be correct in our first judgments. Knowing their subtleties is now the true challenge, more than simply their outward appearance. Third, take note of how they're standing. The way a person stands may tell you a lot about them. Maybe they're proud of their achievements as a result of their excellent fortune. Alternatively, they may be slumped over on their chair, simply because they weren't fully slept the previous night. Judith Orloff, MD, claims, look to see whether anybody is wearing their hood up high, an air of assurance, instead of just puffing up their chest because they have a big ego. Orloff points out, too, indecisiveness when walking, with your shoulders down and your eyes narrowed. Sometimes, it might be an indication of poor self-esteem. So much information can be gleaned from one's posture in terms of how someone is feeling on a given day. Because of this, be on the lookout. If they're snoozing in their seat, tell them to get up. It isn't necessary to be a Sherlock Holmes to solve this problem. Guessing their level of exhaustion. 4. Take note of their attire. Personality psychologist says, at Texas A&M University, the film's director, Sam Gosling, we must pay attention to what others are saying. Chose to describe themselves in terms of looks. In the words of Gosling, they are indications of claims of identity, as well as the seemingly little details such as what they're wearing. Even our screensaver is emblazoned with the word tattooed. Gosling clarifies the issue of identity claims. Comments we make with our conscious intent, how we feel about ourselves, our ambitions, our beliefs, and so on. One of the most critical considerations when it comes to claims of identity, remember this. Owing to the planned nature of these actions, since we are seen as manipulative by many individuals, furthermore, we are deceiving ourselves. However, I don't believe there's much data to support this. That continues. I believe that, in general, people desire to be recognized. Even if it means looking bad, they'll do it. They like to be recognized as genuine rather than as a good role model. If it was the only option. Listen to what other people are saying. What they wish to say about themselves. They're probably telling the truth. Pay attention to number 5. The way they normally act and behave. It's impossible to be identical to anybody else since we all have our own distinct personalities and social styles that are a true reflection of our character. Setting a benchmark for someone's behavior is critical before making any hasty judgments. What to do if you see someone who, at your party, is anxiously tapping their foot? Is it possible that they are hiding something? Or do they just dislike social gatherings? Or do they just have a tendency to tap their foot when they are doing anything else? Once you've established a baseline, you'll be able to make, according to the way they act and who they are as people, you'll be able to read them more easily when they act in a way that is out of character for them. 6th, keep an eye out for particular expressions on the face. You can tell a lot about someone just by looking at their face. To the true thoughts and feelings of another person. Jaws are clenched and teeth are clenched when someone gets irritated. Anxiety may manifest itself in this way. It's possible that a person's bitterness, anger, or disdain may be a sign of a deeper issue. If they have burst lips. What's going on with my brows? You can bet they're apprehensive or overanalyzed. Do you want to know whether someone is actually pleased with themselves when they smile? Look for a smile known as a Duchenne. This information is based on Healthline. When the zygomaticus major muscle contracts, this happens. Brings your lips together in a smile. Moreover, there are muscles in the orbicularis oculi. Raise your chin and make a crinkly face. It's the kind of grin that extends all the way to the corners of your mouth. Crow's feet occur as a result of this process. Genuine happiness results in this kind of grin. Smiles that aren't overtly friendly, or even a faint happiness. Furthermore, a simpler solution may exist. Different grins may be interpreted. Magdalena Ryklowska is a student at Cardiff University, and the researchers that work with her categorization system for the expressions of joy to others, and the ripple effect, with the use of a sophisticated computer modeling tool that was in use in 2017. When you're complimenting someone, it's best to keep it positive. Ryklowska refers to this as the reward smile. When your lips naturally rise higher, this is known as a natural lip lift. Eyebrows are raised in agreement, and the corners of your lips develop little dimples. The dominant smiling conveys a sense of mutual admiration and camaraderie. Keeping your lips together is part of this, together with the little dimples. Finally, the smirk of domination. The act of wrinkling your nose as your upper lip is elevated. When you smile, your cheeks are pulled up. You elevate your top lashes when you grin like this. When you smirk a little bit, between the nostrils and the mouth, deepening in a natural way. Consequently, if you do find out someone with whom you've recently spoken with the dominant smile, you will be able to take command of the situation. It's possible that they're simply trying to be friendly. Unless if they're grinning from ear to ear when they sleep. Then again, they may just be exhausted. Also, getting a good night's sleep. It seems like your ability to read people is going to improve now that you've learned how to interpret their body language. Yes, with some practice. Do you have the makings of the next Sherlock Holmes? Tell us what you think in the comments below. If you liked this video, please share it with your friends. Click the like button if you agree. Share this video with a loved one as well. Become a Sundry Loops subscriber. Then click on the bell symbol in the notification panel to see more of this kind of stuff. Thanks again for tuning in.